The WBO light welterweight champion of the world, the fighting collegian, Chris Algieri. WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, the Filipino boxing legend and 8-division world champion, was defending his WBO welterweight title against Chris Algieri.
Be able to rise to the level, but he seems to be one
down it goes with the left hand. Fight is over.
Pacquiao, already a global superstar, sought to prove he still belonged at the top of the boxing world, particularly after questions about his power following his move to higher weight classes.
To get him out of there. Wow.
The fight generated significant buzz, with Pacquiao aiming to showcase his dominance and Algieri promising an upset with his height, reach, and technical skills. Algieri, an undefeated American boxer and the WBO light welterweight champion, moved up in weight for the biggest challenge of his career.
Manny's on the monitors look not as light as they are when you see him in reality. Is his name on the front? That you've been watching fights under a rock someplace and you don't know who Manny Pacquiao is.
Distinct difference in the two size, just the opposite of the fight with Provodnikov when he had a terrible first round and had to come on late to win. In regards to what you say, Colonel, seeing any athlete.
Ducati sign there with his back foot, so he had no power when he went with the right hand.
And Pacquiao seemed hardly concerned about that at all. He said, look, I fought before. Fought Antonio Margarito, just destroyed him, who have that same kind of height.
Just check him with the left. You already checked him with the right. Now check him with the left, but do the same thing, baby.
There's Pacquiao again, throwing a punch from unusual angles.
Stretch the eye down, which will cause that thing to pop up. Caught him again with a left hook.
The one other new thing we mentioned, as we see Manny going to the body here of Algieri, as all those other things that you mentioned, Colonel. There's the first knockdown.
Did he call that a knockdown?
Yes.
Yeah, because his right foot slipped from beneath him, and the replay will show that on that logo. But that's going to make it a 10-8 round anyway for Manny Pacquiao. He wasn't hurt by it at all. And I think if we have a wide shot of the replay, that was exactly what happened. And what punch came just... Manny really chasing after this guy. Caught him with a decent right hand that time. Well, he doesn't want to mix it up with him, especially early. And there he is with a punch this time of, there's been a lot of fights already, although that wasn't a neutral corner.
Forward, you did see a punch, but as he goes back, his legs definitely slip out from underneath him.
Oh, that one right.
His trainer said to Algieri, we've got 2 more like this. So in other words, that might be dreaming, but...
Well, his Las Vegas trainer, Tim Lane, knows what he's talking about. He's a former... Well, in order to offset what already has happened, Manny Pacquiao is outboxing him right now. But it sounds almost calculated the way Chris has counted so far with the lead right hand. I think that just glanced below the chin.
We all know what he's going to do. He's not going to fight in a phone booth with Manny.
And he should. It's his power shot. He can knock a guy out with that. Nice body shot by Pacquiao. Catch up with this guy and figure him out. But he's won every round.
They believe they have a real handle on what's going on here. There, Pacquiao reaching with the left to the...
I mean, I understand their strategy for the fight, but I don't see it unfolding in any other way that Pacquiao is
like that. Or in fact, Pacquiao really hasn't unloaded a high number.
That may be what he's saying about.
Punching from angles.
And now his work rate is coming up a bit and landing more. Body shot. Manny looks almost a little frustrated sometimes, but he's catching him with some decent. That's what they were talking about in the corner. Algieri is certainly executing it, but he walked into a nice uppercut there. He did. Good body shot, 3 punches by Manny. Chris goes with that right hand lead, which has been effective for him. The punch lands or doesn't land. And I don't think that one particularly landed. And he has that twice in this round. Just missed that one, did Chris. And it was effective against Provodnikov several occasions.
Of course, Freddie thought that this fight wouldn't go past 3 rounds. Pacquiao coming up from underneath that uppercut. Plan. Round 5 is when they expect to start picking it up.
Manny the southpaw. He went with that left-hand lead that time. Some shots when he comes in. Manny tries to keep pressure on, and I've seen Manny miss many shots as he's missing tonight as well. Well, that's what made me think of it, particularly. Minute to go in the 5th.
Algieri trying to get that jab going.
I mean, Chris is doing fine boxing, but he's just not. It has been, but he still hasn't landed enough shots. Manny's landed more, but none of them, very few of them are clean. In a chess match of a fight, although Pacquiao's in front.
Or at least some of it. Pacquiao coming in behind the jab, but he runs right into that straight right hand.
There's a round that Rich thought that you could make a case for. I think at least some judges will be split on that one. But still hasn't landed anything here.
See it from Manny. That hurricane force that he can be.
Nothing big. Manny caught him a couple times there now. But he really hasn't taken a real solid flush shot.
That was a good one.
That was a good shot, is right. And his Manny realized he may have hurt him, and he dropped him. And that's kind of the way he rolled over against Provodnikov in the first round of the last fight.
It was that first shot that got him.
That was a pretty good straight left hand. He hurt him again and dropped him. That's a knockdown. This makes it a 10-7 round.
Algieri's claiming that he slipped in the corner again.
And he may have. Check that out in between rounds. Unless in the next 25 seconds, Manny can catch him again. This makes it a 10-7 round. Unless he drops him again. All right. So for him, stay out of the corners.
Chris Algieri, so unusual as a fighter. Jerry Cooney and Buddy McGirt.
Buddy, yeah, Buddy.
That's about it.
Painted areas and the water in the corners. Now to the left. Manny with a nice combination, followed by the right hand. Very bad. But Manny's not slipping.
Manny's starting to put punches together.
Yeah, he is, Rich. Without knocking him down, he's got no shot. That was a body shot.
Yeah, and one thing I like is he's not panicking.
You know, he's right in the fight. It's got to be this inning because they've given away an awful lot. He certainly moves very well. Pacquiao is such a good fight in front of it, so, I mean, there were legitimate knockdowns. Gino Rodriguez.
Whether he can deliver or not's another thing.
Well, that's the problem. Algieri just boxing nicely now, but, you know, going to the well, but coming up a little dry.
Algieri's going to have to start thinking offense. He does have a terrific jab.
This is for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the World.
Busy trying to decide whether it's a knockdown or a slip.
And so far, he's been right on the button with those.
A little more intent in this round.
Yeah, he seems
He's looking
to be.
for it, I think, Colonel.
Manny's not picking up that title. Because if... Oh! Straight left hand, right down the middle, and Algieri's down for the 4th time in the fight.
Wow, that was a tremendous punch, a sensational power pack.
Certainly the best punch of the fight. And that's the first real serious knockdown. And there's a ton of time. Algieri's in a heap of trouble here. As a knockdown. So he's down 2 times here.
And he is very, very wobbly.
And his eyes are glassy. And here comes Manny again. Remember, there's no 3 knockdown rule, but Gino can stop the fight. Look at this.
He said the fire's back, and he's throwing like it is.
Yeah, I don't know why Gino stopped in the hands of 3. And Pacquiao was giving him really a wallop. Inside of 10 seconds to go, it looks like he'll survive, and the round is over.
To score the first knockdown, Manny put everything into that when he was moving.
He let an awful lot go himself in that last round. So Manny on the assault again with solid left, right hand up.
Late in the fight.
Margarito as tough as they come, but
Oscar De La Hoya in a bad way. Look, it's your job to knock him out.
in this round.
Oh, he looked like a paper fluttering in the wind.
Left again. Here's the combination, and down goes Chris Algieri for the 6th time in the fight. His eyes are clear, and he should be able to continue. There's the standing 8.
Underneath him anymore.
No, not at all. His legs are very loose. I thought they were coming back a bit.
That combination.
Well, here we go to round 11. Hit by knockout, and it's not going to happen, folks. He's been down 6 times in this fight.
Has a lot more going for him in the ring, a lot more tools.
Catch him with a punch light, but he doesn't have that kind of. He's got those very, he's so all the credit in the world coming off the canvas 6 times.
Current, past, interim that he's fought. You just can't underestimate.
His heels are down now. Remember the left hand that you see him land is his power shot to the south. He caught him with the right hand that time.
That's fine. He's looking for it. He wants to score the KO.
Now, of the 11th round, and it's a Manny Pacquiao clinic tonight.
I want you to creep on him, step around him, and give me that body shot and that uppercut and hook, okay?
In the 2nd round, down 2 times in the 6th round, down 2 times in the 9th round, left hand to try and take this guy out in this final round of the fight. You're right, Rich. He took the foot off the gas, but Manny, and Manny is the one plodding forward, trying to catch up with Chris here. Manny with the assault with that left hand. Now here comes the power. Pacquiao's bruised a little bit of the face, but nailed with a solid right hand. But Pacquiao just showed his class tonight.
Of South Africa. And Freddie Roach, I was talking to him, I think he's pretty good.
He was right.
That come from Toronto, from that 14-year-old kid, what he's gone through and done in his career. It's amazing.
That has known him and has the opportunity to visit with him, is very fond of him. And Algieri's a lovely fellow. That's it. It's all over. Manny Pacquiao has retained his championship of the world in some kind of fashion.
I'm satisfied with my performance tonight. I came to fight. I did my best, and I'm looking for a knockout. But fast, it's moving, so it's hard to get careless and overconfident.
And still WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny